Hi guys! Today I'm sharing a pattern for making these cute little zippered pouches that you can put on your keychain. This pattern is in my shop as a free download, but you can make a donation if you want to. It helps me make more patterns like this, so I will leave a link for that in the description below. And here's my cat Buffy to help me out again. She's been in a lot of my videos recently, so you've probably seen her. For this video, I'm making this small size, and this is big enough to hold a tube of chapstick and maybe a few other really small things. I wanted this one because I'm always losing my chapstick in my purse, and it's perfect for that. And this is the extra small. It's almost too small to be practical, but I realized you can put bobby pins in it, and it's just too cute not to make, so I included it anyway. And these are some of the larger sizes. Once you figure out the basics of making this pattern, you can actually make it any size. This pattern has 4 pieces, one for the batting, the outer fabric, the keychain loop, and the liner. And when you're cutting, just keep in mind that the batting and the outer fabric are both cut on the fold. So the first thing you're going to do after cutting the fabric is attach the batting to the wrong side of your outer fabric. And I have markings on here that help you line it up. These are basically just so that you line it up the right way and you don't have it going the opposite direction. So use those to line up your batting. I don't have fusible batting, so I'm going to be using a spray adhesive to attach this. If you have fusible batting, just go ahead and use that instead. Here I have that batting attached, and you'll notice that it is shorter than the fabric, and that's on purpose so that the seams are a little bit less bulky when you sew them. Otherwise, these seams up here tend to get a little thick. The first step for sewing I like to start with is making the keychain tab, just so you don't forget to do it later. So you're going to take your fabric and fold it so that the sides marked with the triangles are pointing inwards and they meet in the middle. You're going to press this with an iron, then fold it in half again and press so that it looks like this. And then we're going to be sewing along both edges. And here's how that looks after pressing. Here's how this looks after sewing the edges. Something I like to do is attach the loop of my keychain hardware now, and I like to actually fold this in half and do some basting stitches along the edge so that this stays nice and folded. And that way I don't forget to do it later and it's easier to sew when we get to that step. Next, we're going to attach the zipper, and again, you can check the pattern, and the side with the triangle is the side that you're going to attach the zipper to. So you're going to take your outer fabric and lay the zipper face down across that edge. And then you're going to take a piece of your liner fabric and lay that face down as well. Then we're going to pin along here and sew with a zipper foot. Now you're going to take the piece and fold the fabric away from the zipper, and then fold it so that the other side of the zipper tape is along that other edge of the outer fabric face down. Then you're going to take your other piece of liner fabric and lay it across that as well, and pin along here. Then we're going to sew it again. And I forgot to mention it on the first side, but we are using a 1/4 inch seam allowance when sewing the zipper in. After sewing the other side, you're going to open the zipper out if you had it closed. And then you're going to press the fabric away from the zipper on both sides. So press the liner and the outer fabric down away from the zipper. And after that, we're going to do top stitching along these edges. Next, we're going to turn the bag so that the liners are right sides together. You're going to pin along this edge and then stitch for about an inch on both sides to hold this in place. If you're making one of the larger bags, you can stitch a little bit farther. Just make sure you're leaving enough room in the middle here that you can turn your bag later. After sewing that, you're going to press this seam open so that it lays nice and flat. After pressing that, you're going to want to zip the zipper so that it's a little bit inside the bag. You don't want to close it all the way or it's going to be really hard to turn the bag when you're done. It can be a little bit tricky to get this other end of the zipper tape to lie nicely, but you're going to want to hold those together and then pinch the bag so that it's nice and flat and centered in the middle. And you'll notice that the liner doesn't come all the way to the edge of the bag, and that's on purpose so that the liner fits a little bit more snugly on the inside and it's not too big. After the bag is folded like this, we're going to be stitching across both of the ends. We're going to put the keychain tab in one of the ends, and I like to do it at the end where the zipper closes so that it's at the top when the bag is closed. So we're going to be putting this between the layers of the zipper tape and the bottom of the bag. And you want to make sure that it's centered over the zipper tape and that the zipper is pinched together so it's not gaping open. And when you do this, you also want to make sure that everything is centered along here and that the bottom of your bag is centered as well. On the smallest sizes, it's a little bit hard to pin your stuff in place, but I do like to put a clip in there to hold these things together. And after pinning, you're going to sew along here with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. You're going to want to backstitch on the ends to make sure they're nice and secure. And on the end that has the keychain tab, I like to backstitch over that a second time as well so that it makes it nice and secure. And when sewing this, I prefer to have the liner facing up towards me, and that way I make sure I'm catching it and the other layers, and you can make sure that your seam allowance is laying nice and flat when you're sewing through it. After sewing the first end, you're going to repeat that on the bottom of the bag. And remember to make sure that your zipper pull is inside the bag but not closed all the way. And then you're going to line this up so that the zipper tape and this bottom seam are exactly centered, and then sew across with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. After you have the end sewn, the last thing you need to do is trim off the excess zipper tape and then turn your bag. If you have any bulkiness in the corners, you can also trim those to make the corners on the outside of the bag look nice and pointy. Before stitching the liner closed, I like to use a tool to poke in between the liner and the batting to poke out the corners. I have this little spoon and it works really well. There are specific tools you can use for this though. The last thing we're going to do is stitch the liner closed with an invisible ladder stitch. And for these bags that are so small, I find it's actually easier to turn it inside out while you're stitching, and then you can turn it back the correct way. And here's that after sewing, and you can go ahead and turn it back, and your bag is done. Again, you can get the free pattern download for this in my shop, and I will link that below. And I hope you have as much fun making these as I do. Thank you for watching.